Get real quick to a couple small other wrestling news things.
Yep.
Rumors for like the past month and a half, Ziggler was gonna leave after his contract was up. He re-signed.
Yep.
Supposedly, though, from what I heard in the negotiating room, one of his things was like he had to have a big push, otherwise he wasn't gonna come back. I don't know how true that is. I don't think he has the weight really to command something like that. It's not like CM Punk in the negotiating room where Vince is gonna be, oh yeah, Dolph, yeah, of course.
I read the big push is coming for Sheamus.
That's what I've read as well. So.
Do you see Sheamus just cashing in at Battleground?
No.
SummerSlam?
No. More likely at SummerSlam than Battleground.
But do you see? Is it Seth or is it Brock?
Brock. It's supposed to be a feud with Brock Lesnar.
But I've read that he might be having Seth holding on to the title still.
I don't know. What the hell is up with your phone?
I don't know. It's acting up.
You need to put that shit on vibrate when we're podcasting. Also, what do you think of making Brock human essentially on Raw this week and not making him say sorry? I thought that was one of the biggest character assassinations, and I don't know if that was on purpose to make it okay to lose or what. Because they've made him look like a beast and still lose, and he still looks strong in a loss. But they beat the shit out of him, which is why I think he's going to win. But let's see what happens the episode before the pay-per-view, because that's always the deciding factor.
I mean, I think he knew he was getting his ass kicked, and that's why he completely wrecked Jamie Noble.
He killed Jamie Noble on purpose.
He broke 3 of his ribs.
Yeah, Jamie Noble is fucking dead. But honestly, that's also because Jamie Noble is so small. Because remember when Vladimir Kozlov separated Jamie Noble's head from his body and then he had to retire from wrestling?
Yes.
Vladimir Kozlov is the reason Jamie Noble retired. And there's a name you probably haven't heard in like 5 years.
Who?
Vladimir Kozlov.
I remember that name.
Yeah, do you? What did he do?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. He had a match against Triple H once. Nobody remembers that. For the
Did he?
belt. For the belt.
He
For
also teamed
the
up with
belt.
Santino.
He did.
Slammiversary is right around the corner, and we now have a new way for TNA fans who don't have cable or satellite to view Slammiversary live on pay-per-view television. Thanks to the Flips app, you can now use your
Josh
smartphone
Matthews,
or
the
tablet
biggest
to
bitch
either
in
watch the
TNA.
live program on the device
Oh,
or
why
on
did
your
I think
TV
that was
with no
Jeremy
wires or plugins.
Borash?
Simply download the
He
free
goes
Flips
down to
app
TNA
on
and now
iTunes
all
or
he
Google
does
Play, and it
bitch
will
about
automatically find
WWE.
any
What's he
internet-connected
say?
TV in
He's
your
got
home.
this shit about him.
I know he bitched about the
Slammiversary.
Connor
Click on
thing,
the
saying that was all
Slammiversary
him
icon on
and
the Flips
stuff.
channel guide,
And
Yeah.
and you will be able to
but whatever,
order
I
the
don't
event through your
see a
iTunes
problem
or
with that. Like, why the fuck would they want Josh Matthews to be the face of it? Like, Josh Matthews was not that little kid's favorite superstar. Yeah, he did a lot of cool stuff for him. That's good. Like, good for Josh Matthews on that. That's cool that you sacked up and did something. But, yeah, I really don't see a problem with that. But, yeah, he does complain a lot. Yeah, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't talk about anything. I couldn't tweet.
Look,
But his first
they
tweet
gave
is-
you a job from Tough Enough, and you've been there for, what, 10 years?
It was over.
Yeah.
It was about
It was
12
almost
years.
15 years, I thought, or something like
It was
that.
at 12 years.
12, there you go, yeah.
And you're going to bitch about it?
I did think his first tweet was really funny, though. When he got fired and he was talking about Jim Ross. He was shitting on Jim Ross. I thought that was so funny. It was terrible, but it was so funny.
And now he announces in TNA with Al Snow.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, no.
Did they ever bring up Tough Enough?
He had, last I knew it was the Pope doing the announcing with him after,
D'Angelo
yeah.
DeMaro?
they called him the Pope.
Yeah, Elijah Burke.
Yeah.
I thought he left the company.
The Elijah Express. See, that's the problem. Because they're not under contract, but what they're doing for a lot of guys, they'll pay them for an appearance.
Yeah, they keep changing it up every week now. They had Al Snow do it one week, and they had the Pope do this. That's because
Well, Al
they're not
Snow's
live. They're not live. They're watching it on tape and fucking talking.
Al Snow is the head talent director there, too, so... Or the head trainer, not talent director.
Bunch of dog
is what it is.
Yeah, Big is the head talent director.
Yeah, he was the whole... It was his idea for that whole TNA gut check thing.
I'm not surprised.
which fell on its face. And going back real quick, because I just thought of it, as we said, TNA gut check. Zack Ryder's friend, the Big O, Billy Gunn told him he needed to stop wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Because he just didn't wow anybody. And they were like, yeah, and they knew who he was, obviously. I guarantee they've seen him backstage before and shit.
Probably. He was down in TNA. Well,
He did the gut check thing for like 3 episodes.
If you're being told not to wrestle anymore.
I could also... Let's not forget, Billy Gunn's also a big dick, too. Like, he grew up in that... He came from that school of, like, AAA, like... Unfortunately, Shawn Michaels and Triple H carried around something that was supposed to be done. Was the big politicking backstage that guys like Hogan and stuff would do, because they came up at the very end of that era. So they kept that alive for a long time, and their buddies did that, and that's how they kept a lot of spots.
Supposedly Kevin Nash was the one that got the whole contract thing together, not Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they got in trouble for saying that. It was Vince McMahon.
Speaking
Vince
of
McMahon's gonna yell at us.
Speaking of Kevin Nash, did you go see his sexy movie yet?
Oh, no. But I told you, I'm debating seeing it just because Ric Flair is a cameo in it.
I think one of us should bite the bullet and go see it.
Whoever has a significant other that's a female that would enjoy the movie has to go. Oh, wait, I'm the only one.
It's the zombie.
I was hoping it was going to be on Shush.
But I will say with one of my friends, whenever I'm hanging out with him, we do play the game, count how many times you can spot Kevin Nash in the commercials. My record's 7.
Yeah, it's a lot. I think he's going to be in the movie a lot this time.
Wasn't he in it a lot last time?
No, he's probably like 2 or 3 times. That was it. And it was just like in the background. And yes, I did see the first one.
Good. Oh, yeah, so you have to see it then. You just tapped out. You have to see it. And real fast, let's get to Kurt Angle as a neck tumor. Okay, we covered that.
It's not a tumor!
It is, actually. It is a tumor. He's probably going to die on the operating table. And I'm probably never going to have to listen to him again. Talk about, oh yeah, it was never a choice. I always wanted to come back to TNA. Bitch, you didn't want to come back to TNA. You begged Triple H and you blew up Vince's phone, even after he told you Triple H was in charge of those type of decisions now. And then Triple H was like, yeah, you're going to go over my head. Fuck you. Stay in TNA.
Yep. You Hall of Famer. You TNA Hall of Famer.
Right? They took Sting. He's like, oh shit, they took everybody. They got Hogan, Sting, we got Flair back.
Is Hogan a TNA Hall of Famer?
No, but he was in TNA. He should be. WWE should put Hogan in the Hall of Fame again for single-handedly fucking up a strong momentum TNA had going and creating any type of competition. Eric Bischoff is going to be a WWE Hall of Famer for single-handedly fucking companies out of beating WWE.
Yep.
That's going to be his title.
That's going to be the right. And you know who's going to do the speech? Vince. While Eric Bischoff's mouth is around Vince's cock. He's going to be like, "Ha, I own you, bitch."
I like everybody.
His whole speech is going to be, "Your cock is nice. I'd like to thank myself for single-handedly screwing over 3 companies."
3 companies?
3. He got involved with another
WCW?
company. Yeah, WCW, and I think he got involved with another company after that. That
ECW?
actually Jerry Lawler left for. In
Yeah,
Florida. That Jimmy Hart, he promoted it, but Jimmy Hart and a bunch of other guys were the owners.
That lasted, what, like a month maybe?
Yeah, not even that long. Well, almost a year.
If I remember that, because Jerry
Came back and
Yeah.
Heyman was on commentary.
Yeah.
All right, here's
Heyman.
a question. How long before Paul Heyman's in the Hall of Fame?
I think once Brock's down.
It's Brock's done.
Well,
People are saying he's going to turn on Brock. That's definitely not happening. Like, I'm pretty sure it's in their contract that they're together forever.
Yeah, you're not gonna see them break up. Like,
He's not a regular character on TV, so no.
I'm gonna say next year. Not this one coming up, but the following year Heyman's going in. Because I think there's too many big guys going in this year.
I'm going to say about 5 years.
I
You know
gotta
what? That
say, you
there
got
are
the
too many
Freebirds
big-
going in this year. You got the Undertaker. You got Sting. You got
I don't think you'll see Undertaker. I think you'll see Sting this year.
you got Molly Holly. You got
I heard Jacqueline, not Molly Holly.
Where did you hear? Did you really hear Molly Holly?
No, I just made that up.
Miss Jackie though, like the black one.
Yeah, they're really running thin on people to put in the Hall of Fame for women. Like honestly,
Chyna.
She did beg Triple H. What made her think Triple H was gonna be like, oh, okay, you made a video? Shit, all you've done is say I beat the shit out of you for the past 2 years.
But she did.
No. First of all, if Triple H beat the shit out of her, and I'm gonna use quote unquote her.
How do you think her chin
she's
got the
a
way it did?
fucking dude. She was a dude back in the day. I'm not even sure that's wife beating. I think that could just be two dudes fighting outside a bar.
That's mean.
That's true.
Don't make the zombie.
Chyna
That's
would beat the
mean.
shit out of 90% of men. So yes, I think that's okay to say.
I
Plus,
can't wait to
also
meet her in
think-
person.
I also think Triple H is a giant pussy and wouldn't hit her. I feel like Triple H wouldn't get in an actual fight because he's a big bitch. He's a TV tough guy.
A TV tough guy.
He plays a tough guy on TV like Hulk Hogan does, but in reality he's a giant pussy.
Hulk Hogan likes to suck people
Hulk Hogan
off.
even talks about, like, in his book, how he's afraid of confrontation. Which is why I feel like CM Punk was definitely okay with calling him out and telling him to beat the shit out of him.
CM Punk would probably beat the shit out of him.
He would.
Along with all the Blackhawks fans.
Fuck, I forgot to watch the Czech Congo fight.
Oh, God damn it.
I just realized that.
That was on what?
Friday.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Saw it too.
Ken Shamrock! Woo!
That fight was fixed. That was a professional wrestling match. That fight was fixed.
That was horrible.
Joe Rogan even said so.
Choke him out. His beard's too thick.
Put me in this headlock, and then I'll let you take me down and get my back, and then let go of it, and then I'm gonna punch you in the face a couple times, and you're not gonna want no more. No one wanted to see that go more than one round either.
No. That was awful.
That awesome, you mean?
Yeah. It reminds me of the
Dead man walking. Dead man walking.
He should have came out with that, but he did. I was here, but I was at the studio. We watched me at a studio party. I was asleep during the intro. Had no idea he actually came out with Animal and to the Legion of Doom. So, clue number one: this fight is fixed. I come out with a former professional wrestler, and I get the rights to play the WWE music.
Yep. Oh, what a rush.
Did he come out to the whole song or just the what a rush?
It was that part because Animal came out, and then Ken Shamrock came out.
Did James Laurinaitis come
And-
out?
Ken Shamrock came out with like his entire family.
Yeah, I heard that. Like Ryan Shamrock was there. Was Frank?
No.
Oh,
That was like all his kids. He had like 45 kids on the stage with him.
but Frank Shamrock wasn't
I
there.
don't think so.
Oh,
I didn't see
good.
Frank
They-
Shamrock
Good, they
anyways.
still fucking hate each other, and Frank Shamrock is still a bitch with his braces, his adult braces. I'll fight Frank Shamrock.
Do it.
I'll fight Frank Shamrock right now.
No balls.
I
Go
would.
find him.
I can't. I don't know what trailer park he lives in.
Go ask Joe Lozon.
I couldn't. Joe Lozon wouldn't know.
Why not?
Don't even talk about Joe Lozon. This kid has cancer. Had
Does he?
cancer. Yeah.
Is that why I haven't heard much of him?
He has been fighting, but his 2 fights ago, he talked about it. His son's in remission. But yeah, his kid was real sick actually. It was scary. He still doesn't talk to his brother. I know that.
Joe. How do you
Dan.
know Joe?
What about Kenny Florian?
Kenny Florian's a badass. He does he's one of the hosts for BattleBots.
Yeah, he's one of the hosts for BattleBots.
Both of them were hosts for the UFC. The other dude was with the UFC too.
Yeah, it's Ariel Helwani, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I think so.
Yeah, they still do stuff for the UFC. But yeah, Kenny Florian essentially is like, because he's so well spoken, is essentially like the best ambassador the UFC has. So they put him on anything they can. Kenny Florian's on like Fox Sports a lot of the time. Daniel Cormier is too, but so is Michael Bisping. So I don't know what that says.
Michael Bisping is the greatest UFC fighter.
Actually, Luke Rockhold shitted on Michael Bisping.